How competitive were you and your brothers growing up?
I mean, so competitive for anything and everything you could compete on, we were doing it, especially being the youngest. They're 5 and 6 years older than me, so I always had to prove myself. From seeing who could eat Oreos the fastest, to throwing the football down the football field, to just playing basketball, whatever it was always a competition. Sometimes you'd see who could take the most pain, no matter what it was.
And pain meaning what?
I mean, you're talking about 3 young kids, mom at work a lot of the times with everything to do. Not being too dangerous, but whether it's playing the game with the pencils on the knuckles, whether me and one of my brother would drop phones on our ribs to see who could take it.
Drop phones on your ribs?
Yeah, drop the big house phone at the time too, real bulky, and drop it on our ribs and see who could take it, see how many we could take. I mean, it goes on and on. It goes on and on.
And how did the age gap impact you when it came to things like that?
It was tough. It was tough sometimes to battle against them and to win, but whether it was the crazy things in the house or playing football out there, the times that I'd want to come home, cry and being upset, my mom, I'll never forget it, would tell me, don't go play, if you don't want to play at the big dogs, then stay on the porch. And once she said that, I was like, I don't care what it takes. I'm going to go out there, and they can beat me up, they can make me cry, whatever it is, I'm gonna come back, and I'm gonna come back every single time.
Your grandma, I believe, used to call your guys' house the house for wayward boys. How much would your mom kind of help kids in the neighborhood that were in trouble?
Anybody, any of our friends that came to the house and maybe had problems at home, my mom just always opened the door. Just always told them that this was a safe haven. This was a place that they could come during the day. This is a place that they could stay the night if they need to. And not necessarily having much and being able to probably barely feed and provide for us 3. At times there were 3 and 4 more other of our friends in the house.
Yeah, how many of your friends would call your mom, Mom?
I mean, we call them brothers now because of that. And I mean, 3 or 4, maybe 5 of mine. Each brother had probably 3+ friends that would call my mom, Mom. Mama Prescott or Mama P or just Mom. I mean, whatever it was, because that's what she was to a lot of people.
Your brother Tad told me, because, how many hours your mom worked, that she actually was a little concerned that CPS or Child Protective Services could come for you and your brothers. What do you know about that?
Not much. I mean, because my mom, she had faith in my older brother, and he did his job. But as I said, when you're at the house dropping phones on ribs and playing crazy games when mom's at work for 6 hours, I'm sure she was worried at times.
Your mom worked the graveyard shift for a while. Why did you start taking her bedroom to sleep?
I mean, there was 3 bedrooms in the house, and yeah, I mean, she was gone, so I didn't want to share bedrooms with either of the other brothers as I got older. So I was like, hey, mom goes to work, I'm just gonna go stay in her bedroom. Then eventually it became, I moved my clothes in there, and then my mom was my roommate at that point. So yeah, better than the other 2, so.